Hello friends, now we are going to continue the distribution of mechanical tissue in plants. So, before coming to the point, coming to the topic, I am just saying, just for example, I am just revealing that a fact that in the circus, have you seen the wrestler laying on the ground and his back is touching to the ground and his chest is upward. Then his assistant puts a plank of wood on its chest and a pillow in between the chest and the flank of wood, and then he then an elephant ride on his chest, and then it crosses his chest, and afterward it remain unhurt. The wrestler remain unhurt. What happens in this? What happens in this? The just in the weight of the elephant is distributed throughout the plank of wood. आपने देखा होगा सर्कस के खेल में कि एक पहलवान क्या करता है कि बेयर लेट जाता है जमीन पर, उसका पीठ ग्राउंड को टच करता है और उसका छाती ऊपर की ओर रहता है, और उसके बाद जो खेल स्टार्ट होता है उसमें उसका असिस्टेंट एक खूब बड़ा सा लकड़ी का तख्ता ले आता है और उसके छाती पर रख देता है। उसके पश्चात एक पिलो, एक तकिया को उस फ्लैंक ऑफ वुड और उसके छाती के बीच में रख देता है। तब उसके बाद एक हाथी, बड़ा सा हाथी को ले आता है और वह हाथी उसके छाती से होकर गुजरता है। वह अपना आगे का दो पैर फ्लैंक के एक सिरे पर रखता है और उसके बाद दूसरा पैर दूसरे सिरे पर रखता है, और उसके क्रॉस करने के बाद भी पहलवान अनहर्ट रहता है, उसको कुछ नहीं होता है। इसमें होता क्या है? होता यह है कि जो टोटल वेट ऑफ द हाथी है वो पहलवान के छाती पर, मान लीजिए कि यह फ्लैंक ऑफ वुड है, दिस इज द फ्लैंक ऑफ वुड ऑन द चेस्ट ऑफ द wrestler, and the wrestler is laying just on the ground, and in between there is a pillow. Here is the pillow, that is the pillow, that is the flank of wood, and this is the wrestler. Then an elephant comes and he puts its four leg on one side of the flank and the other hind leg or back leg on the other side of the this flank, and then crosses its chest, and afterward the wrestler remains unhurt. What happens? इसमें होता क्या है कि जो टोटल वेट है हाथी का, वह इस यहाँ जो है इसमें इस सॉफ्ट, दैट पिलो इज द सॉफ्ट थिंग and the flank of wood is the rigid body, and here is the vessel. So the weight of the elephant is totally distributed throughout the flank of wood, and only a portion of the pressure, only a portion of the weight is exerted on this the area of the pillow, and this pillow acts as the shock absorber, and only very little pressure which is tolerable is exerted on the chest of the wrestler, and so it remains unhurt. So this is the typical example. Likewise, such type of examples are occurring in the nature. In the nature and in the modern technology, in the civil engineering also, that eye girder, a concept of eye girder is generally used, where this at this the upper portion, this is known as the flank, and this is the flank, and in between them there is a rod like a structure which area is less than the area of the flank, and it connects the both flank, and it is centrally placed. This is known as the wave. So what happens if a force is applied on this plank? It goes on distributed, it goes on and distributed in the whole area of the flank, because the pressure is the thrust of the weight or the pressure is distributed along the area of the flank, and only the small portion which touches the wave is the pressure on this the area of the wave is exerted, and hence it is more effective, and the building or the construction is not damaged. Here this wave works as the shock absorber. So this type of things are occurring in the daily life. On this principle, the railway tracks are made. What we find here, that in the railway track, the upper the rail is the upper portion of the rail is of the broader broader, and in between them the lower portion is just like this, like the upper portion, the lower portion, and in between the two there is a connecting zone of the iron that acts as the eye girder, and when the train passes through it, the weight of the train is distributed, and only the little weight is exerted on this ground track, and hence the railway track is not damaged. Likewise, in the nature also there are several structures which acts as the eye girder. So this type of eye girder are generally found in the herbaceous stem. Herbaceous stem. Distribution of mechanical tissue in herbaceous stem. Distribution in herbaceous stem. So we are starting the first topic, the distribution of mechanical tissue in herbaceous stem. In this, as I have told you previously, that in the eye girder, the the weight is distributed. Likewise, in the herbaceous stem, there are structures similar than the eye girder are found. Here in the eye girder, there are the hard tissue that makes the flank, that is made of hard tissue, and this is the hard tissue, and in between the two, that is the web, is made up of soft tissue. These are the soft tissue. So the weight, or when the plant have to bear the stress and strain, as we know that the big plant are always prone to the storm wave and their pressure. So this type of arrangement of tissues help themselves to accommodate themselves to be adapt to for this type of new environment, and so their tissue will not be damaged. So in the generally these hard tissues are of sclerenchyma or collenchymatous, and the web are, or sometimes sclerenchymatous also, and the web are generally parenchymatous, these are the hard tissue are of collenchymatous, sclerenchymatous, sometimes of bast generally, and sometimes of collenchymatous and sclerenchymatous. Generally it is of bast, that is the fibers, that is the bast, here it is the bast, and this type of arrangement is found inside the plant body. So if there is a compression, this type of arrangement, that is the parenchymatous arrangement, can bear the compression, and hence the cells of the plant gets not damaged. This type of arrangement is found inside the plant of herbaceous stem, that entire pericycle, in the entire pericycle, the such type of arrangements are found on different places, like here, and so on. Such type of eye girders are found here, and the cells of the pericycle here is sclerenchymatous, and they give the strength to the plant and works like the flanks, and they are distributed throughout the pericycle, and hence any pressure or any tension generated by the external forces as for storms, wind, the plant gets not damaged, and as this eye girder is arranged at the whole at different places in the whole pericycle, it helps the plant to accommodate the such type of condition, and the net result, as it is arranged in the whole pericycle at different points, so and the pericycle is round, so the net result is the net result is very minimum or zero, and the plant gets not damaged. So such type of eye girder are found in the herbaceous stem. There are some plants, just I rub this, and in the second case also in the herbaceous plant, when we see the TS of herbaceous, TS of a stem, we will see what after the epidermis there is the zone of collenchyma, collenchymatous zone. This collenchymatous zone are of 3 to 4 layers, 3 to 4 layers, and beneath them after epidermis there is the zone of collenchyma, which is of 3 to 4 layers, where in the herbaceous stem, mostly in the dicot stem, in the herbaceous stem as dicot stem, 3 to 4 layers of collenchyma, and beneath this tissue there is a zone of sclerenchyma. As we know that in the collenchyma there is the deposition of cellulose and pectin in the cell, and it provides elasticity to these cells. So this zone of 3 to 4 layer of collenchyma is elastic, and the zone of sclerenchyma, which is beneath the collenchyma, is rigid. Beneath the collenchyma it is the rigid zone. So what happens that when there is a plant, and the plant first, when the storm comes, first of all it tries to bend. The bending, due to bending there is the compression upward, and as the collenchyma are found just beneath the epidermis, this layer, due to bending, this layer of collenchyma helps the plant to bend, and due to flexibility of the tissue of collenchyma, as cellulose and pectose are deposited in their cell wall, and the layer beneath that is rigid, it helps to tide over the flexation generated in the lower surface. The lower surface is must flexed. There is the flexation forces in the lower surface, and these cells of sclerenchyma, as they are rigid, so they help to bear the flexation which is generated in the lower surface of the plant, and the upper surface is bended as the collenchyma is situated on the upper surface, and so due to this technique the cells of plant gets not damaged. So this type of arrangement are found inside the herbaceous plants. As for example, first of all we have find that there are eye girders in which the example is the pericycle. The cells of the pericycle have several eye girders, and the cells of pericycle, the flanks of the eye girder are made of sclerenchyma in the pericycle, and hence such type of arrangement of eye girder helps the plant to tolerate the stresses, different type of stretches, and where in some plants, as for example Nerium, as I have said earlier before, that in the some the eye girders are made of bast. The upper hard tissue is made of, that is flank is made of bast, but in the some cases this is the soft tissue, but in the some cases the bast in the place of bast there are phloem fibers. Phloem fibers are found, and for example Nerium, in Nerium in the eye girders are found, and but where in generally it is of bast, that is the sclerenchymatous fibers. Here sclerenchymatous fibers are not found, but it is the phloem fibers, and the soft tissue here are of parenchymatous. So there are certain variations also. So this is all about the arrangement of the mechanical tissue in the herbaceous system. As just the example is that arrangement of mechanical tissue is just example is the sunflower stem, where beneath the epidermis, this is the epidermal layer, and this is the stem hairs multicellular, and this is the zone of collenchymatous tissue, and just beneath it there is the zone of collenchymatous cells, that is the and this is the layer of pericycle, and in this there are vascular bundles. Here is the xylem, here is the phloem, and here is the xylem, and between them here is the xylem, this is the phloem, this is the xylem, that is the xylem, that is the phloem. In between them there is ecambium, and this type of vascular bundles are distributed here throughout along the periphery in the whole body, in whole cylinder. But for example this the pericycle, the portion of the pericycle where the vascular bundles are situated is made up of sclerenchyma. So sclerenchymatous strips are found at the base of the vascular bundle. So it also acts as, here is the also vascular bundle, and this is the strip of, this is the vascular bundle, this is the vascular bundle, this is also vascular bundle, this is also vascular bundle, and in between them there is the strips of cambium, and where the pericycle, the portion of the pericycle which touches the vascular bundle is made up of the sclerenchyma. So it also acts as the eye girder, and so it could be able to resist the stresses, the forces of the wind, and hence the tissue of the plant gets not broken and the plant survive. So this is all about the distribution of mechanical tissue in the woody, in the herbaceous stem. Now distribution in woody stem. Woody stem. The distribution of mechanical tissue in the woody stem is of different types, as first of all we should be aware that the trunk of the plant of woody stems have to bear the compression as well as the horizontal pressure. This is compression is of longitudinal, that is the longitudinal pressure. As we know that the woody plants are generally erect, and in these plants it has to bear, it bears the whole plant body, that is the stem and leaf and branches here. This is the upper portion of the plant, and here, so the total weight goes through in this direction. So from upward to the downward. So on the one hand it has to bear the longitudinal pressure, and then it has to bear also horizontal pressure, horizontal pressure or force. So horizontal pressure means when there is the storm, the wind flows through along the direction horizontally and hence such type of, the plant has to bear horizontal forces also. So there are two type of pressure. One is the longitudinal pressure that acts due to, that occurs due to the weight of the plant, as it bears the whole weight on the trunk. And the second, the horizontal forces of the nature, as for example in the storm, when wind blows, the horizontal pressure or force is exerted on the plant. So there is the distribution of mechanical tissue to cope with the both pressures, first the longitudinal pressure and second the horizontal pressure. So the arrangement of the mechanical tissue in the woody stem is so that it can be able to bear both forces. So inside the plant body there is the central cylinder found. The central cylinder of hard tissue is found inside the stem. When we cut the stem, there is the central cylinder, that is the here the xylems, xylems are found as the column of xylem goes through from beneath to the upward like the pillar. So the xylem, the tissues of xylem also acts as the pillar, and their cells, the xylem acts as xylem tissue acts as pillar, and their cells get lignified, and due to this they could be able to give mechanical support to the plant. In the most of the plant, as for example in case of cedar, that is plant that is found mostly on high altitude, then the conifers means the pine plants that are found on the high altitude, generally on the mountains. So there is the wind and storms generally occur there, and so the central cylinder is found. Walnut, that is known as the akhrot. In this type of plants, example are cedar, conifers, there are the solid column is found. Solid column of central cylinder is found, and hence these plants are able to bear the longitudinal forces, longitudinal pressure, as they are of much height. Conifer are very big plants. The Sequoia sempervirens, one of the conifer, is the tallest plant of the world, and so their central cylinder is very solid, that is the solid column are found. So this is the device for the plant to bear the compression due to the weight. And in some cases, as there is exceptionally a sycamore, that is the name is the sycamore. This is the plant in which in the solid cylinder there is the ring of solid cylinder, in the middle there is the space, there is a hollow solid cylinder is found. Hollow solid cylinder are found in hollow solid cylinder. Hollow solid cylinder is found in the stem of sycamore. Sycamore plant. Example sycamore. So this is the one of the plant. So the distribution, in the heading of distribution of the mechanical tissue of in the woody plant, there are some different type of arrangements are found in this. That in the first cases that they are accounting this gets this arrangement is variable in different type of stems of the woody stem. So we shall deal all about them in which they are in the prominent cases. Among them, in the woody stems which are prominent, we should see them. The square stem, the A is A is the square stem. In some plants, that is in Torania arrangement, this is the plant of named as Torania. This is found in a square stem. Square stems. Square stems means the stem which shape is a square, just like it seems to be just like a square. So in the square stem, as for example Torania, at the ridge, just beneath the ridge, the stem of Torania shows ridges as at four corners of the stem. So here at the ridges there is the collenchymatous tissue, zone of collenchymatous tissue, that is the are found, that are the collenchymatous tissue. And in the middle, at the vascular bundle, there is the patches of bast fiber near the vascular bundles. So bast, that is the collenchymatous. As we know, the collenchyma gives flexibility, and this bast gives are the hard tissue. So due to the arrangement of collenchyma, due to bending stresses, when the plant gets bends due to the storm, this collenchyma gives them flexibility, and in the lower portion, when it in the upper portion it is the flexible tissue, and in the inner portion there is the arrangement of bast, that is the sclerenchyma, and it is the hard tissue. So due to bending, the cells of vascular tissue are not damaged, and so the plants survive. So in the square stems of the woody plants, as for example Torrenia, that is the plant of Torrenia, that is the topographical structure of a stem. Plants of Labiati family, Labiati, in which the Ocimum sanctum are found. Ocimum sanctum is the tulsi, common tulsi plant. So in the Labiati family, such type of arrangement are found, are reported, and hence this type of plants are able to cooperate and they cope with the stresses, different type of stresses. So first of all, in the heading distribution of woody stem, the second heading of arrangement of mechanical tissue, the distribution of woody in the woody stem, we have read the subtopic, the arrangement of the mechanical tissue in woody stem, in which the shape of the stem is just a square. Now in the next class we shall read the sclerenchyma, the arrangement of the tissue in the monocotyledonous stem arrangement, that is the also woody stem. So in the next subheading, in the next class, we shall see the arrangement of mechanical tissue in monocot stem in next class. So this is for now today. This is for today. We have completed the today lecture of the today, and in the next class, when we shall meet with study, we shall study the arrangement of mechanical tissue in the monocot stem. Thank you.